orcas are badasses. Not only can they rival a great white shark, they are 10 times bigger. Not only are orcas much bigger than great white sharks, they are also smarter. They can weigh up to 660 pounds. 666 pounds, or it can weigh 100 pounds. And yes, they can rival a great white shark. When we think of the ocean's much mighty and big predator, some of us are just going to choose sharks with no remorse, but orcas are a step above. Orcas aren't even real whales. In fact, they are part of the dolphinidae family. They are the biggest member of the dolphinidae family, or dolphin family. In fact, in 1997, an orca was seen ramming into a great white shark on the coast of San Francisco. The force of the blow stunned the shark and gave the orca time to flip it over and hold it in that position. Essentially, the orca was able to drown the shark before feasting on it. So now you know sharks aren't this all and that. Now you know sharks aren't this and all and that XYZ. No, killer whales are a step above. They can be larger than great white sharks, and they are much smarter. Dolphins in general, they can find a special bond with humans. In fact, one dolphin even saved tourists from a great white shark by circling around the people until the great white got bored and eventually left. And in one case, dolphins were seen throw around a baby shark as if they were playing volleyball. They were throwing around the baby shark like it was a ball, and they were playing volleyball. They were just passing it to the next rotation. So sharks are not the apex predator the orca is. This oversized fish does not run the orca. Sometimes orcas will beach themselves onto land to catch seals, and they can even rival the elephant seal. So can great white sharks. So yeah, like I said, in 1997, an orca basically just rammed into a great white shark. Also, some bodies of sharks were found washed up, and they examined the bodies to show that their livers had been torn out. The murderer of these sharks knew where to bite to get what they wanted. So they removed the liver. It's because sharks' livers have very oily and fats in them. Orcas have seen to learn this and are targeting sharks precisely for their livers. Sharks' livers have oil and fat in them. So orcas are basically targeting great white sharks for their livers. See, orcas are like prey that has rich blubber on their body. So most of the shark is unappealing to the steroid black and white dolphin, but several of the shark's body are appealing, such as the livers. Like I said, they have oil and fats on them. So orcas are basically targeting great whites for the simple crime of having fat livers, and they can collaborate in pods similar to wolf packs. They are sometimes referred to as the wolves of the sea because they travel in pods similar to wolves. And the messed up thing is they sometimes tail slap seals, which is awful. Honestly, they are more monstrous than leopard seals, and leopard seals have been known to prey on penguins, but in my case, it's just business. I mean, it's like eating Popeyes. So yeah, like I said, orcas, they run the sea, they run the Antarctica, and sometimes orcas will grab newborn polar bear cubs into the water. Let's just say penguins They form rookeries, and they sometimes waddle together to keep warm because in Antarctica it is harsh. It is harsh cold, so they form rookeries to keep each other warm. But when they travel too close to the water, this is what kills them. We know how sadistic leopard seals are. In fact, they prey on other pinnipeds. Pinniped means fin-footed in Latin, and they have black-like spots that gives them an appearance of a leopard. Same with sea lion. They have some kind of blubber that resembles a lion's mane. Leopard seals will sometimes beach themselves to catch penguins as well. And I didn't know that is what an emperor penguin looks like. Penguins can dive in water, but that's about it. The leopard seal can just jump back into the water and fetch and kill the penguin. I didn't know how small they were compared to emperor penguins. I'm just kidding. Leopard seals are big. They prey on other pinnipeds, including sea lions, because in some parts of the world, leopard seals are bigger than sea lions and prey on them. So yeah, so basically penguins do this weird ice skating thing when they lay on their bellies and belly ride. I think it's called tobogganing or something like that. Also, they have sharp teeth that resemble a carnivore, and they earned the leopard in their name. And did you know killer whales were originally called whale killer, but they switched it around for a more simpler killer whale, which in my opinion was dumb. I mean, they can rival whales, but a sperm whale or a blue whale can be a feisty one. Basically, blue whales protect themselves by using their fluke and moving it all around and basically using it to hurt the orca. And yeah, sorry, I look behind me. I just heard a noise. So yeah, they use their fluke to hurt orcas, and they can tail slap orcas. So orcas and penguins need to be careful when they go on the sea. For penguins, they need to be careful when they travel too far on the water's edge. Orcas need to be careful around agitated male sperm whales because a slap from that tail can be life-threatening. I don't know why they called sperm whales. I mean, it's kind of weird. Yeah. And female sperm whales are actually bigger than the males. Or it could be in humpback whales. Or in blue whales. Or I'm just getting them confused. But not only are orcas called killer whales because they are so big, killer whales are actually dolphins. And that penguin chick is so adorable. Also, if you see a brown chick, that's an underage penguin. So basically, yeah, turn around and imagine you see this. These are underage young penguin chicks, and they morph into this brown color. It's kind of they look very different from their parents. See, they look like fluff balls, or they look like, honestly, medium-sized chicken. What are they? Chicken nuggets, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's what they look like. They look like medium-sized chicken nuggets, if that makes sense. But yeah, they look very different from their parents. So yeah. And penguins have a black and white color that is called counter shading. That is how they escape from predators like orcas and sharks. Yeah, and penguins are not fast on land. They might waddle or hop. And if you think you can challenge a full-grown male red kangaroo, you're wrong. They have a bone-shattering kick. And in fact, one man had to, punch a kangaroo to free his dog because his dog was in a chokehold. So basically it goes like this. The kangaroo was basically choking his dog. So of course, you can't watch your beloved dog get hurt. So he rushed and he just went like this. Just watch. That's what he went. He went like this. So basically, he was like this. So yeah, that's what he did to save his dog. And I would have done the same thing, to be honest. I mean, I love dogs. And I would have did the exact same thing to save my dog. I would have been like this. I would have did the same thing to save my dog. So I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Behind the scenes.